After many years of searching and praying to the toy gods, I finally managed to get my hands on a Robocop action figure. This is the 7-inch spring-loaded holster Robocop from NECA. Released in 2012 for the 25th anniversary of Paul Verhoeven's sci-fi action of Robocop, this figure boasts modern articulation, hyper-realistic detail, and an action feature which we'll take a look at shortly. The character Alex J. Murphy, a Detroit police officer, is shot and critically injured by Clarence Boddicker and his gang of bank robbers. But thanks to his partner and Detroit medical staff, his life was saved, and with the help of some cutting-edge military technology, Alex Murphy was resurrected as Robocop. NECA have managed to capture the likeness of the real Robocop suit here very well. Every joint and rivet is replicated perfectly, and of one particular note, where there were joins on the real costume, the joins on the toy version are the same. The Omni Consumer Products 001 Crime Prevention Unit, otherwise known as Robocop, boasts a mechanical suit with an armoured shell that is laminated with Kevlar, which means not only can it sustain damage from high caliber rounds, but it's also resistant to heat. There's bulletproof anti-fog glass in his visor, and his robot hands contain powerful actuators strong enough to crush every bone in a human hand. The silver paint on the toy looks reasonably metallic, and it has a faint purple sheen to it, which is very much like the real costume. The black sections have a glossy shine to them, which again matches the real costume, and the head sculpt is very nicely done. Robocop is carrying his Auto 9 pistol, a highly advanced select fire machine pistol with a 50-round magazine. Based on the Beretta 93R and chosen for its hefty size, it usually fires a 3-round burst. The paint detail on the gun is pretty basic, just matte black, but that's kind of what it looks like in the movie. The right arm is detachable and a second arm can be fitted, this one sporting the thermal strip, a sharpened spike attachment that Robocop uses to interface with the police database so we can download information about the bad guys. It also makes a handy close quarters weapon when you're in a jam. Now you'd think the thermal strip would be the action feature, but there's one other interesting feature that Robocop has. In the movie, his right leg opens to reveal a gun holster. This toy also has this feature. On the back of the right leg is a small switch, press it and the leg springs open and two pieces of the thigh separate. Inside the leg is a small peg for storing the gun, although this is extremely difficult to do, but after a little fiddling I managed to get the gun to stay in there. As you can see though, you can't close the leg with the pistol still inside. However, take the gun away, close the leg holster with one squeeze, and it will click back together. It is very lightweight and fragile, so I wouldn't use this feature too many times or it's probably going to break. By 2012, NECA had their articulation working very well. This figure has the usual ball joint head, shoulder, elbow and wrist joints, waist swivel, and an ab crunch, thigh, knee and ankle joints. Thus you can get several different poses out of him. I mean, he's quite limited in what he can do, but so was Peter Weller when he wore the actual costume for the movie, so it kinda works. Lastly, a big thank you to Thorndon Antiques and Books in Palmerston North, who were selling this toy. Why an antique store was selling a Robocop figure is anyone's guess, but they packaged it up with all the love and care of a 19th century Anwar, and for that, I'm grateful. Thanks guys. So that was the 7-inch spring-loaded holster Robocop by NECA. Tell me your favourite sci-fi robot in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe and ring that bell so I can bore you with more toy reviews in the not too distant future.